lime would make it bad.
And then they mix it all up, stir it all up. I forget the words. Shame on me.
Put the lime in the coconut. Mix it all
See,
up.
that's what I'm saying.
You messed me up. That was your fault. But this is live, so you can't grab that and steal it for a blooper reel.
Well, and there's also no commercials because we are live. So
Yeah.
we're just going to roll with it. So about the beer, not necessarily about the beer, but a drink, specifically a drink that we talk about in the book, The Drink of Enlightenment.
Oh.
You see how I turned that around?
Yeah.
We're not professional. It sounded dirty before I even said it. One of the notes we had is The Drink of Enlightenment. And I know you put that one on there, and I'm curious, Jade, to hear what your theory is, because I have one too.
Oh. Well, it doesn't come back. We never hear about it in Dahara, first of all. Like, it's not served before they do devotion. It's not like a regular thing over there. So I just thought it was funny that it never came back up again, and obviously it didn't serve any real purpose in Tamarang. So
Tamarang.
So I don't know. I guess I wanted to know what your theory was. Do you think it was just like a fake? Does everyone just assume Dark and Raw was just giving her ingredients for nothing?
No, because I had brought this up during that episode.
Yeah.
I believe that the Drink of Enlightenment was to make people pliable.
Yeah.
You know, it makes them listen more. Maybe not necessarily like, excuse me, beer, but like magically, hey, drink this. It's going to just make you kind of tend to agree with what I say, if not force you to do my bidding.
And Melina's just dumb, so she allowed the second one. So does he give that to, like, the places he's trying to overthrow? Like, I don't want to say overthrow, because he was trying to, like, align himself with that place.
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
So he gives it to those people he's trying to win over.
I think in this specific case, he gave that to the people of Tamarang, or more specifically, the people inside the palace there, because he wanted to be able to go in there, get the box, and leave. On top of that, he wanted to go in there knowing full well somebody might not be a fan of that idea, and he wanted everybody in the palace to be good and pliable before he went in there, imposed his will, took what he wanted, and left. To keep himself safe.
Okay. See, now, Jenna and Ale are both saying, it was just something that he was using Wizard's first rule. It was just something that he was using to make her feel important. And I feel like it could be literally a placebo effect, because the people who don't actually get affected aren't going to say anything to her about it, obviously.
Right.
They're just going to go along with it.
Oh.
But, I mean, there very well could be, something as easy as, like, extra booze. Just,
right?
Yeah, to also make them more pliable, like, to make it easier, even if it wasn't actually a drink of enlightenment.
So like a placebo.
Yeah. Maybe a strong placebo, like some vodka.
A weed smoothie. Samantha, that's fantastic. Just chills everybody out. Makes them feel a little weird, but nothing serious.
Yeah.
I'm kind of coming around to that. It's difficult. Obviously, there's no way to say for sure. But I think with the train of thought you're running with is like, hey, here's this super special thing that I'm only giving you. We're not going to give it to those other guys.
Those other stupid people.
Here's a weed reference to Pineapple Express. We're going to give those guys Snickle Fritz. Okay, you get Pineapple Express because you're special. You lingerers.
Hate lingerers.
Linger. But no, I like the way that yeah. I think maybe my mind has changed. I reserve the right to change my mind.
I feel like that is intelligent to reserve. You should always be able to change your mind.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I did want to bring up, like, the alliance that was made that day when they were all like, oh, I'm going to remind... The way that Darkin was so specifically like, I'm going to remember my signature. Don't worry about it. I don't need a stamp. We don't need to sign everything. It'll be fine. And now he's dead. And also, Richard gives no shits about the mess that killing a leader caused because he just left.
Oh, right.
So, I don't remember, honestly, what happened. But I feel like there was a little bit of, like, foreshadowing that something could happen. Like, whoops, Dark and Rawl is dead. We have no alliance to you. We could totally bomb you. I don't think that actually happens, but...
Well, I don't think anybody gets bombed, per se, but...
but
no, yes, I'm with you.
You catch my gist.
Yes. I catch your gist, because I've had the... Yes, I have been enlightened.
You've had the drink tonight.
Well, yeah. Also, I said that in answer to Samantha. She asked if I have been enlightened, and yes. We're in Michigan. It's legal. So, moving on.
I am positive that she comes back up, but...
Who, Samantha?
No.
No,
she's right there. So, I can't.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm in a good mood. That beer is really strong.
No, I'm talking about Violet. Like, I'm pretty sure she comes up in further books. But I don't remember her fate. I know her mom's dead and she has no tongue now. And I'm excited to find out. And if somebody remembers and they want to talk about it, fine. But, like, she just... As we were preparing for this episode, she came to my mind, and I was like, that bitch.
Just hate her so much.
She's like 9, and I feel bad, because I'm like, that little bitch with no tongue. She's laying in a bed somewhere, but like...
Strong, silent type.
Yeah. I know she comes back up, but I'm excited to figure out or remember or be reminded of what happens.
The rest of her story.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, and that... Again, we're talking about themes. That is something that comes up in this book a few times. Like Zed blasting penis, had to get it in, sorry, y'all know me, with the fire and accidentally hurting Darkin. And so Darkin literally lives his entire life just infatuated with the idea of obviously killing the wizard that did that to him. Did you guys get that? My mouth doesn't work. But like revenge and waiting years, playing the long game, definitely something Terry is fully capable of writing. And he does.
Yes.
You know, with a series this long, and I won't go into any detail of further books, but with a series this long games are played.
See, Samantha mentions that, or no, okay, well, Samantha said spoilers without spoilers, but then Jenna Lee mentioned 6, so, like, they both kind of helped me. Yes, 6, I remembered that 6 had something to do with their story, but then I was like, wait, somebody doesn't talk. There's a lot of people who don't talk, and I don't know. My brain is, there's so much in this book. This is why I wanted to do this podcast.
Right.
There's so much.
Excuse me. Can't edit audio.
Gregory.
But yeah, I mean, she does. I don't want to, Spoilers without spoilers, exactly. But yeah, Violet got what was coming to her. And thankfully, Goodkind does that to pretty much all of the characters in his book. They get either what they deserve or they get, obviously, some things feel unjustified, like Carl. Carl didn't get what he deserved. But we got justice for Carl come the end of the book.
Plus, he's still a badass beast in the underworld somewhere.
That's true. He is a demon. Pretty cool. I think I said that during that episode. Like, look, I am not condoning what Dark and Rawl did at all. But, like, Carl's got it pretty well made now. I don't think anybody's going to be screwing with him ever, ever again.
No, I don't.
Like
no.
Zool from Ghostbusters. I wouldn't screw that thing. Screw that thing. Of course I wouldn't. I wouldn't screw with that
God.
thing. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you drink 15% beer. So, yeah. So, one other thing that I wanted to talk about during this episode is themes. I know that we already talked about theme that's power.
Balls.
Yeah, yes, balls. Power is synonymous with balls. But another theme that comes up is love.
Yeah.
And commitment. And so Richard falling in love with Caitlin. Okay, this is something that just, guys, when I read this book for the first time, totally uninitiated, Jade was just chomping at the bit for me to finish it. And, so I'll read like 3 pages and she'll be like, now what happened? Now what happened? Richard being so committed to Caitlin, so completely, stupidly, ridiculously, helplessly in love with her. Maybe not stupidly, but you guys get what I'm trying to lay down here. That he basically confesses himself.
Yeah.
So in every essence of the word, love. When Caitlin is like, hey, it's the power of love. And Richard laughs.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly what it is. Because love is literally the key to unlocking, a confession.
Yeah.
Kind of. Like, a confession is when they admit what they did. But, like, the power. I know I kind of mixed that up. Like, he confessed him. No, she used her power on him. But it just didn't work on Richard because he was so in love with her. And I thought that was really cool, how it can be this terrifying thing, this scary, powerful thing you have no understanding of, and yet with something so simple, everybody does, any given day, to any given person, that's the power. Literally everybody has it.
Yeah. But not in a terrifying way like she does.
Right. If I ever walk in the house and Jade has lightning bolts painted on her face, I'd be like, so, not today. Okay.
Good to note.
We're gonna head over to the Legion, kill some time.
Speaking about blah, blah, blah. Speaking of time, Aaron just joined us and told you to repeat everything.
Just repeat everything. Well, there was a lot of ball talk. And then after ball talk, there was some more ball talk.
Yeah. You're going to want to catch up on the ball talk.
Yeah, a lot of talk about balls. That's pretty much it. That's all you need to know. Balls and then love. We did a pretty hardcore term. But the other theme that I wanted to talk about was power. And, we've obviously balls and love being powerful. And what I wanted to bring up was kind of an irony that Michael, Richard's brother, sought power his entire life. He was just kind of that way. I know we made a joke about single child syndrome in the last episode, maybe. Richard, being the complete opposite, never saw any power whatsoever. In fact, detests it. Come the end of this book, when they're like, hey,